Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Weekly Xonin, and today we have another Platinum End review. We have episode 7 titled Tower of Nightmare, where we finally get the clash between Mirai, Mukaido, and Kanade, which is great stuff. We get the obvious confirmation that Mr. Mukaido is not dead, just like Barrett says. I guess she's speaking for the audience here. We knew that right away. There's no reason for him to have this big old suit of armor if he wasn't going to survive that blast. Off rip, we get the clash of ideologies, which is, what I was hoping for from this fight, which is great because as soon as he pops up, Mirai just starts to question him, asks him why he kills people, and, Kanade didn't show up as Kanade, he showed up as Metropoliman, so he's got the suit of armor, he's got the mask on, and he's playing the part. He gives him cheeky answers. He's not going to let him know, the type of person that he is, although he does give him context. He does open up a little bit, which, talks more to the ending of this episode, which I'll get back to. But yeah, Mirai questions him, asks him if he's ever known, to lose a family member, if he's ever lost a family member, just there's no reason, basically assuming that there's no reason that you would kill so often, so easily, if you lost someone important to you, because you would know how that feels. And Kanade immediately proves him wrong. He lets him know that his sister died. We kind of get that heart-to-heart moment, as close as a heart-to-heart as you can get with Metropoliman, right? As soon as he explains himself, Mirai freezes, and Mr. Mukaido's there getting back up. He's like, all right, we're going to have to continue this fight. I'm good to go now, and now it's a 2v1. You still got Saki watching from the distance, and Nase's watching from very close range, and she's having a lot of fun with it. I can't get enough of Nase, but yeah, get the 2v1 scenario. Mr. Mukaido tries to outsmart Metropoliman, which is annoying because... I get it. You got to strategize. It's a life or death situation, but it's like, are you really going to confuse him? Are you really going to, be able to get this? Whatever. I'll let it slide. It's just my Death Note bias showing again, I guess. Speaking of Death Note bias, Demikawa's here. Sakura TV's in the vicinity, ready to get blown up, hopefully. Mukaido offers himself up as sacrifice because, he deduces that since Kanade only came to kill one god candidate, he should be okay if that's all he leaves with, even though 2 showed up. But yeah, Kanade accepts the deal. Mr. Mukaido starts to approach him. He shoots his arrow. Mirai deflects it. And it's so weird that Barrett is the angel of knowledge, but she has no idea that you can deflect the god arrow with a god arrow. Even though she knows that only angel arrows or angel artifacts can deflect angel artifacts, she's still shocked that an angel artifact deflected an angel artifact. I don't understand that one. I think that might have more significance later on, or maybe that's just to, further the precedent that, or further the idea that angels really are clueless other than what the raw power is that they're giving to these people. I don't know. I maybe it's a way to cover a plot hole that might come up later on. I'm not too sure though. I just found that really confusing. But we do get the clash, the fated clash between Mirai and Kanade, and it's just as satisfying as I was hoping it would be. There's a lot of CGI shots in here. Well, not a lot, but there's a few CGI shots in here that if you screen cap or if you pause at the right time, you can catch, and they don't even look bad. I got one here, and it's not really bad looking at all. You can tell it's CGI. You can tell some of the angle is off, but it looks crispy as hell anyway. So I'm not complaining. But yeah, Mirai, this isn't good for him. After he shoots his first red arrow, you can tell he's just drained already, and the rest of this fight is just moving on instinct and willpower. But he's still crying during it, which, goes to show his empathy or just how broken this whole situation is making him. But, we did get a little sliver of hope. Mukaido takes the opportunity, gets behind Metropoliman or Kanade. I can't figure out which one I want to call him more. Both sound dope. I'm going to just start referring to him as Uryu. Why not? Mukaido goes for the flank. They get the Goku Piccolo Raditz pincer move going on here. But Mirai flinches. He isn't able to take advantage of the situation. But he does mention the fact that Kanade actually did flinch himself for a minute. He hesitated. There was a moment there. And I think that's just really a moment of Kanade's weakness where he thought, damn, I'm gonna die now, and I've accepted this fate. And he gave the opportunity there, just well, if you really want to, defeat me. I'll accept my fate. And Mirai, since he flinched on it, Kanade was just yeah, okay, you took too long. The moment's ruined. I would have accepted my death here right now, but you ruined it for me, so I'm leaving. Or maybe that was just his momentary weakness and him teleporting away instead of just letting himself take the arrow was him going, no, wait, what's wrong with these people? What's wrong with these people? Because you do see at the end of the episode, he doesn't feel bad for lying about the bomb, which is confirmed. Yeah, he was lying about the bomb. Good job, Nase. I'm pointing that out. But he was also lying about not killing any more not killing any more non-God candidates. But it seems like it annoys him. Like he's looking back and he's like, who are these people? But he's not just like with disgust or any type of like hate. He's just annoyed that they're affecting his psyche now. I guess, them questioning his morals is now, developing him as a character. He's starting to realize, hey, it's not as black and white as I'm making it seem. There might be some remorse here bubbling up because of his encounter with Mirai here, which is, obvious. The shonen protagonist making friends of the villain is that a trope? I wouldn't even know if that's called a trope, but, a tale as old as time. He ends up escaping. Shout out to Mesa for doing absolutely nothing when that's the one thing she was assigned to do was get his back, and she did absolutely nothing. So we know that Mesa is pretty damn useless other than, having the power of deception. But Mirai and Mikado get back to the fort, or the apartment. Mikado tries to question him on what he saw, and takes that moment of Saki stepping in, protecting her man. She's like, session's over for today. There's no need for therapy session after this. We do not need to unpack the situation that just happened. Give him some time to rest, and Mukaido respects it. But he doesn't leave without questioning Mirai's ideals first, which is pretty damn funny that this is just like a returning topic of like, Mirai, you have to get over this whole idea of pacifism. Just stop it. That's not strength at all. You're being a huge pussy right now. You just battled the guy. You can't believe you're going. I'm totally projecting, but I think it's just pretty damn funny that these are like therapy sessions for Mirai at the end of the day. And we end the episode with Mirai stalking, which is, I guess if you're trying to be inconspicuous to the students, and just not get caught by the principal so they know that you're cutting, yeah, I guess wear the hood. But if you're trying to stay out of the sight of a God candidate, everyone else here is in uniform. You're in a black hoodie covering your face. You don't seem any less suspicious. Whatever, though. This is an episode I've been waiting on since the first time I read the Stadium chapter, because it's a clash of ideals, but it's not like behind the scenes clashing where they don't really know about each other and they don't realize that they're the similar type of person who just had different conclusions. They kind of unpack each other's past here, or I guess Kanade unpacks his own past here, and Mirai kind of projects that onto him, because obviously now Kanade knows Mirai lost family before. There's only one reason for him to be coming at me that way, and that's because he's coming from a very heartfelt position. So it's just good to see these two guys clash and kind of realize in front of each other that they've had similar experiences with death and just came out of it two completely different people. So it's kind of cool that Kanade ends this episode starting to kind of not question himself directly, but you can tell that that's starting to bubble up. Like that there's something that bothers him there, and maybe in the future it'll be revealed that, it's actually because he understood and completely agreed with what Mirai was saying there, but he has a goal that he has to accomplish, so fuck all that. Either way, I love the episode. Can't wait for next week. This is a pretty quick review because I've got somewhere to be today. I'm going to Anime NYC, which means I have to still go get dressed up and figure out this whole thing before I upload this. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the episode. Let me know what you think of Platinum End so far. And it's pretty much all I got. My name is Weekly Shonen. Bye. Have a good day.
Go crazy, crazy, no crazy, no crazy, no crazy,